Guys, are you tired of your W-2 9 to 5 job? Are you tired of someone else controlling your schedule? Are you tired of someone else controlling and capping your income? Do you want to take vacations, or do you want the ability to spend more time with your family and dictate how you live your life and live them on your terms? Hey, what's up, guys? Navigating your own new business without a recipe or a blueprint for success can be an absolute nightmare. Any entrepreneur can attest to it. It's hard enough if you know exactly what you're doing, let alone if you're brand new at it, starting your first new business, or particularly if you're getting into an industry that you're not completely familiar with. And that's exactly why we continue to bring channel sponsors here that can either be a full-time business or a side hustle to help either supplement your W-2 income or replace it entirely. We've recently received some feedback about one of our channel partners, Pink Houses of America. We featured them here on the channel for a number of years, and for good reasons. We continue to get positive feedback, and the positive results continue to pour in. So as long as that's happening, we're going to keep bringing them on. What we have heard recently is that since we have done so many features and we've got such an extensive playlist for them, that it's been kind of cumbersome. Folks get interested and then they get a little bit overwhelmed, and it's a little bit daunting to go through all of those playlists. So by popular demand, we've actually decided to go ahead and just cut a video that's going to be basically, getting back to Pink 101, the foundation of the business opportunity, what it looks like, why now is a phenomenal time to get involved. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive in. Real estate is such a hot button topic, particularly for people that want to generate wealth and even generational wealth. If you take a look at the Forbes 100 list, 90% of those individuals on there have some ties to real estate, whether it be developing real estate, whether it be a large kind of passive portfolio that they've got, or whether they're a full-blown real estate mogul. However, the obvious question to folks watching is going to be, if I'm not involved, how do I get involved? Particularly if I don't have a ton of real estate experience, or if I don't have a lot of capital or credit that I can leverage in order to go out and get new inventory. Enter Little Pink Houses of America into the equation, which is a national real estate investment firm based out of Jacksonville, Florida. It's active in over 40 states at this point, with over 100 affiliations nationally and up into Canada. What Pink Houses of America really does is specialize in creative financing strategies. So it is a business in a box, but the strategies that they really implement are going to be typically ones that don't require cash and credit. In addition to that, Pink offers licensing to all trademarks, all of the branding, the credibility kit, which is going to include a website, a corporate email, business cards, in addition to world-class training up front and ongoing coaching, training, and support. In addition to that, you've got obvious access to a national community of folks that are in the same position you are as a Pink Houses of America affiliate, for that crosstalk, sharing successes and failures, and how to ultimately learn from those. Some of the most common kind of creative financing strategies that Pink utilizes, number one is going to be the lease purchase. That's what really brought Pink to the dance many years ago. They've been in business 8 years. What that is going to be is targeting individuals for buyers really that can't go into the bank today. Typically self-employed individuals can't go to the bank. You make plenty of money. You've got too many write-offs though, so your ratios are skewed. So even though you might have good credit, you might have a substantial down payment, you might have the monthly payments, can afford the mortgage, but can't walk into the bank today. What Pink Houses of America strategy does is help them find really their dream home and pair them up with sellers that are able to wait for a predetermined amount of time, typically a 6 to 18 month window before they get fully cashed out. In exchange for that, the sellers make more money on the sale of their home. It's kind of a delayed sale with payments made throughout that lease portion of the buying agreement. And the buyer is in their dream home today when they otherwise couldn't walk into the bank. And of course, the Pink affiliate makes a nice profit on that. National average on a Pink deal is about $15,000 in profit for the affiliate. So it's really a win-win-win situation. Another type of deal would be a subject to. Those are going to be a little bit more prevalent as people start to get behind on payments again, which we're kind of hearing rumblings of that. But it's a little bit more of a distressed situation. Again, it's typically a very little capital out of pocket. There can be some title transfers with it, but nominal cost to secure really premium residential real estate. These are homes that are typically behind on payments. The seller is just looking, or the homeowner is just really looking for debt service, someone to ultimately take over their monthly payments for them, and they're agreeing to keep the underlying and mortgage in place. So investors, Pink can go in there and we can really take the house down, tie it up, get on the title of the home, the mortgage stays in place, and then we can either do a buy and hold situation with that, with a long-term tenant, or we can flip out of it and sell it to an end-using buyer as well. So there's a couple exit strategies there. It's a strategy that we really like. Obviously, there's training on the standard fix and flips, the standard long-term buy and holds. Short-term rentals are part of the training course here at this point. That's been such a prevalent asset class in real estate. Really what the approach with Pink is any deal that comes across the desk can be taken down. It's really that Swiss Army knife approach, depending on the lead, depending on the ultimate exit strategy. The deal is really kind of transacted in the middle based on a number of variables. And obviously that's all part of the training and the coaching and that walks you through each and every one of those deals and holds your hand all the way to the finish line. The time and money that it can take to not only formulate a business and implement a business model, but to form a brand, to get licensing, to get trademarking, to get business cards, to get a website set up, just all of the, kind of startup things that are offered in the Pink business in a box can take tens and tens of thousands of dollars and many, many years to concept it, B, to roll it out. What you're doing is plugging right into an already successful system that is being implemented, utilized in markets all over the United States. But the long and short of all of those things are already done. So not only does it save the time, but it saves lots of money in getting your business off the ground. In addition to the world-class training that you're going to receive up front, so there is a deep dive corporate training that really kicks off the relationship. There's ongoing training and support. And one of the best benefits to being in the Pink business is that you do have a dedicated coach. These coaches have been real estate professionals for 10, 20, 30, 40 years in many cases. So you are leaning on the best, and this is support that is available to you each and every day. This is not a 30-minute once a week coaching call. So in-depth training up front, ongoing training, continued education throughout, and a day-to-day coach that's going to be really your liaison with corporate and ultimately going to help you take these deals down. You're asking yourself, why is now the time? I mean, there's so many rumblings going on out there with real estate that's been super hot over the last couple of years, just based on supply and demand. At this point, it's starting to cool down a little bit right now. So the Fed's raising rates. So obviously property prices may start to at least slow down as far as appreciated growth goes on those, but no one's got the crystal ball. But Pink is really positioned, regardless of what the market is doing, regardless of market conditions, you're out there able to make money in any real estate market right now. So of course, people are saying, well, who would want to do creative financing with real estate? There's always deals to be made out there. Of course, there's been an explosion in the real estate market, housing prices through the roof over the last couple of years. There's obviously a couple reasons for that. There's also a ton of uncertainties with what's going on with right now rising interest rates, with super high inflation. What's going to happen there? So the housing market obviously is under the microscope here at this point. But because of a lot of that uncertainty, it's the perfect time for Pink because it's able to capitalize again on any market condition anywhere in the country. So for those reasons, that Swiss Army knife approach is more critical now than ever. So guys, knowledge is power, and there's plenty of knowledge that you're going to gain through this experience. Of course, being part of a national organization is definitely going to have some benefits as well, just from name recognition, brand recognition. And you're also going to have obviously the training and the tools available to you to really get this thing going. So, you're not on an island by yourself. You're out there doing the work there locally, but you've got an army of support behind you each and every day. Guys, if you're interested in the opportunity or at least want to explore it and see if it might be a good fit, go ahead and email pink@vipfinancialeducation.com. We'll go ahead and drop that link below. Include your first, your last name. Be sure to include your phone number, and in the subject line, just put Pink Conversation, and you will be reached out to ASAP to see if it's a good fit. Like any business, guys, there is going to be a startup expense with that, but it's effectively going to be an investment. So you're investing in yourself. You're investing in a business model that is tried and true across the country. There are financing options available, so don't rule yourself out if you don't have capital up front. That's handled on a case-by-case basis, but that can be discussed over the phone based on your circumstances. The great thing about the Pink business model is that the deals are so lucrative, on average about $15,000. So even with an upfront startup cost, within the first few deals, you are operating in the black, and everything after that is going to be obviously going in the HIP National Bank. That is going to be profit margin for you. Guys, are you tired of your W-2 9-to-5 job? Are you tired of someone else controlling your schedule? Are you tired of someone else controlling and capping your income? Do you want to take vacations, or do you want the ability to spend more time with your family and dictate how you live your life and live them on your terms? Are you interested in real estate and real estate investing and don't know how to get started and are scared to go it alone? If you can answer yes to these questions, then this blueprint for success in this business in a box, it may be the perfect fit for you. If you're ready to be coachable and trainable and put the work in, this can be an absolute success that you can hit out of the park. Guys, we're going to continue to bring opportunities like this here on the channel for you to take a look at. As long as we're continuing to get positive feedback, positive results from the folks that have moved forward with them, we're going to continue to present them for you. As always, guys, go out there and do your research, but this may be the game changer that you're looking for. See you on the next video.
Some names and where you're from.
Bobby and Jenny Witten. We're from Knoxville, Tennessee.
What's your previous real estate experience?
So we've got some buy and hold properties. We currently have about 7 units, and we've been in real estate investing for about a year now.
Fantastic. After the last 4 days, what's the biggest takeaway?
The biggest takeaway from us is this is something you don't have to do alone. The staff here is incredible. They're supportive, they're knowledgeable, they're friendly, professional. We don't feel like we're doing this alone. We feel like we've got a team behind us, and that's going to make all the difference.